What are the things that, and maybe some people don't understand the need to redact. In the case of a victim, that should be pretty obvious to people. What are the other things that maybe you'd have to redact?
Well,
national security?
No, of course, national security, some grand jury information, which is always going to be confidential. But we'll see. Let's look through them as fast as we can, get it out to the American people, because the American people have a right to know, not only on that, but on Kennedy, on Martin Luther King, on all of these cases that the Biden administration has just sat on for all these years. So yeah, it's really, it's not sad. It's infuriating that these people thought that they could sit on this information, but they can't. It's a new day, and we believe in transparency, and it's going to come out. And when we redact things, Sean, what we're going to do is not just pull pages out like they used to do. If something's redacted, you will know the line, and you will know why it's redacted.
See, this is why I like MAGA, right? Make America Great Again crowd. It's full of different people, full of different types of people, personalities. And a lot of people are growing impatient right now with the situation that's going on with Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi was chosen by Donald Trump, and right now she botched the Epstein files. We know that she hasn't been there for that long, but people are starting to ask questions. They're noticing, and look, this is great because this shows that the Democrats are not the same as the Republicans right now. Democrats will not be asking or pressuring their people for answers, especially when it comes to the Epstein files and when it comes to Pam Bondi. Right now, I have a huge update here from Huge Trump Voices. This one, Chicago Ray, says, just saying, it's been 31 days since Pam Bondi was sworn in. There's been no indictments, no subpoenas, and no arrest just yet on anyone involved in J6, COVID, Russia collusion, lawfare against Trump, to name a few, and also the Epstein files. But again, it's not just the Epstein files that people want answers to. Again, we knew that the AG, the Attorney General, was going to have a huge, ladies and gentlemen, a huge responsibility with so much. And look, there's so many things that we want. We can't have them extremely fast. But when you claimed that the Epstein files are going to come out and they were botched hard, you are now on the watch list of every American. And a lot of people are starting to get really, really pissed at the fact that you botched the first time. You said that the Epstein files are coming out. If you guys don't remember, let's take a listen.
The things a lot of people are wondering, because you said last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk, is when can we see them and what's taking so long to release them?
I do. Jesse, there are well over, this will make you sick, 200 victims. 200. So we have over 250 actually. So we have to make sure that their identity is protected and their personal information. But other than that, I think tomorrow, the personal information of victims. Other than that, I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office.
So there you have it, right? She hyped up that the Epstein files are coming out, and then it just went wrong from there. A whole bunch of influencers on X got the files, but then they also said that the files was just public information that everybody knew. Where's the new stuff? And then it came out that the South District of New York has just been, the main person there has just been fired. The main FBI guy there got fired because they were holding hostage. But we still have no update. There's been so many stories, so much confusion. But then people started to notice, and people are starting to notice that Pam Bondi is very active right now. But she's not active on what the American people want. In fact, let's go here real quick. I have an update of what's going on. Right now, we have Philip Anderson, who is extremely mad. He says Pam Bondi won't give us the Epstein client list. Pam Bondi won't give us the JFK files. Pam Bondi won't arrest a single Democrat criminal. Pam Bondi, at least Pam Bondi will do this. And then people are starting to notice that she is highly focused. If you look at everything she's focused on right now, it has nothing to do with America. It says here, AG Pam Bondi has opened an investigation into anti-Semitism at the University of California. So right now, people are saying, well, wait a minute, Pam, are you working for us or are you working for another country? We understand that anti-Semitism is terrible. Anti-Semitism is bad. We know this. But why is this your focus? Why aren't you focused on American issues? We have so many different guys. How many of you were excited to watch Trump get into office so that way people could begin to start being held accountable, right? People are very excited to have Kash Patel take over the FBI because people want to see people be held accountable. But when you start to see and you again, she's working extremely hard on this. I have videos that will show that this is exactly the issue right now, and why the American people are losing a lot of trust on Pam Bondi. Let me show you this. Pam Bondi is the Attorney General, says here, of Israel. Basically, Trump and his whole cabinet represent Israel. This is what people are saying. I don't think that's true. I think there's definitely an argument at this point, because we're just not seeing the urgency right now from Pam Bondi. But again, this is what she is focused on.
Pam, Democrats like Alan Dershowitz have sounded the alarm over the growing virulent strain of Jew haters in the Democrat Party. It appears their agents in the unfair press are carrying that water. It is dangerous, is it not?
Yeah, it's very dangerous, Chris. It's extremely dangerous. And, you look around, the thing that's really the most troubling to me, these students in universities in our country, whether they're here as Americans or if they're here on student visas, and they're out there saying, I support Hamas. You and I have seen that on all of these television shows. Frankly, they need to be taken out of our country, or the FBI needs to be interviewing them right away when they're saying, I support Hamas, I am Hamas. That's not saying I support all these poor Palestinians who are trapped in Gaza. That's not what they're saying. So I think their student visas need to be revoked. I think we need.
So again, is this your number one issue? This seems to be the only token point that she has right now. Well, again, a lot of people support what she is doing. People are saying, well, wait a minute, can we focus on America? And then she posts this. Since the October 7th attack on Israel, Columbia University has tolerated a rise on anti-Semitism on their campus under President Trump's leadership, and that stops now. Our joint task force to combat she has a joint task force for this. Going after students, taking away visas, doing this, doing that. But where are the files? Where is everything that Americans were promised? And again, this is not just me saying this. This is the frustrations of millions of people that voted for Donald Trump. Why is Attorney General Pam Bondi not focused on botching the Epstein files, not focused on putting pressure on Democrats like the Act Blue situation that's going on right now? There are serious problems happening with the Democrats right now, where serious dark money is being exposed. Elon Musk just literally exposed. I'm going to make a video about that, but Elon Musk exposes that Act Blue is behind the Tesla dealership bombs. They're literally going after Trump. They're literally going after people physically. And we're worried about another country. I'm sorry, but where is the America first in this? Again, these are issues that a lot of people agree with. A lot of people say anti-Semitism is bad. I understand this. I'm not arguing that. What I'm arguing is, why the urgency for that, and why not the urgency for everyday Americans? That is becoming a problem. And I actually am very proud of the people on the right and the people on the middle and the people who voted for Trump for speaking up on this. People are beginning to get restless. People are beginning to say, hey, hold on, wait a minute, what's going on? We have to ask these questions because it's very, very necessary. And look, my biggest thing for this is just go search up Pam Bondi on X. You'll see the sentiment. Pam Bondi on X, people are beginning to say, wait a minute, Trump, let's just put a little bit more pressure on Pam Bondi to come up with this, because people want indictments. People want subpoenas. People want what they want. And again, my question to you before I close out this video is, what's going on here? What's going on? Can we focus on the things that we voted on? It's too early. Are we being too critical too early? And the reason why I'm being critical is because I'm seeing an urgency for something else. I'm seeing an urgency for Israel. I'm seeing an urgency for anti-Semitism, but I'm not seeing an urgency for anti-Christianity. I'm not seeing a urgency for the Trump assassinations. I'm not seeing the urgency for J6. I'm not seeing J6 bomber. Can we get okay? But you get where I'm going with this. Cynthia Holt says here, if Pam Bondi cannot multitask by releasing the Epstein files and finding who tried to assassinate President Trump, then she's not the right one for the job. She had plenty of help. What happened to the transparency? I'd rather Elon and Doge be in charge of the files at this point. Damn. Again, if you look up and you search up Pam Bondi, everywhere you go, you'll start to get Trump supporters just becoming frustrated with that. Now, again, if she wasn't posting anything and she wasn't saying anything, then people wouldn't put as much pressure. But you're starting to see. Here's another Trump supporter says, Update from Pam Bondi's achievements so far as Attorney General. One of the most important things. You're Attorney General. You're in charge of the DOJ. 0 arrests, 0 raids, 0 investigations, strongly worded letters, 11 of them. Fox News appearances, 12 of them. Frustration grows. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just coming from me. And I'm happy to see this because we've got to hold people accountable. Are we going to get answers or are we not? That's up to Pam Bondi at this point in the Trump administration. But the good thing, and I'm very proud of this, is that we can all band together and say that we don't agree on this. We don't have to say yes, yes, yes to everything. At least I'm not that. And I know there's so many people that watch these videos that want to hold the Trump administration accountable because that's what we did with the Biden administration. That's beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. It's called process. This is called progress. And maybe putting pressure will then get us exactly what we want as the American voters. We are the taxpayers. We demand these things. This is what we voted for. So again, let me know what you think. Is it too early to tell? Is she doing way more? The reason why I say it's not too early to tell is because we're seeing urgency. We're just not seeing urgency for exactly what the American people wanted. So again, maybe that will shift. Maybe that will change. I'm very interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this. But MAGA is exploding on this, and that's a very good sign for me, especially when people say that, oh, MAGA disagrees with everything Trump does and everything Trump says. No, that's not true. It's not true. It's good. It's good that we criticize because that's the difference between right now the Democrats and the Republicans. Make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think on this update of Pam Bondi. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys on the next one.